You know those confusing numbers and error messages that pop up when a website breaks? We've all seen them. What if I told you they're not random at all? They're actually a kind of secret language. And today, we're going to learn how to speak it.
Oh yeah, we have all been there. You click a link, you're expecting to see something cool, and instead, bam, you get this cryptic message. It's super frustrating, right? But it's not random. The internet is actually trying to tell you exactly what went wrong. And once you understand the message, you'll know exactly what to do. So here's how it works. Every single time you click a link or type in a web address, your browser sends a little request to a website's server. And almost instantly, that server replies with a message. These messages are called HTTP status codes, and they're part of this constant invisible conversation that's happening behind the scenes to decide what you see on your screen. Now, this digital language has a few different flavors. You've got your good news, your bad news, and you've got messages that are just, giving directions. Let's break down what each of them really means.
Most of the time, this whole conversation goes super smoothly. Any code in the hundreds just means the server is thinking, kind of like it's saying, got it, I'm working on it. The 200s, well, that's the jackpot. That means success, and the page is on its way. And the 300s are just simple redirects, sending you to a new address. You almost never see these codes, and that's a good thing. It means everything is working just perfectly.
But what happens when things go wrong? Well, that's where the error codes come in. And they all help you answer one simple, crucial question. Is the problem on my end, or is it on theirs?
Okay, and this right here, this is the single most useful thing you need to know. All web errors fall into just two camps. Any error starting with a 4, so in the 400s, is a client error. That means the problem is likely on your end. But any error starting with a 5 is a server error, which means the problem is with the website itself. Seriously, understanding this one difference is everything. So let's dive into those 400-level errors first. When you see one of these, the server is basically pointing a finger back at you and saying, hey, I couldn't do what you asked because of something you did. Now, it might sound a little harsh, but it usually means there's a pretty simple fix you can make. And that brings us to the undisputed king of all error codes, the one everyone knows even if they don't really know what it means.
A 404 error is brutally simple. It means the server looked for the specific page you asked for and it just wasn't there. The number one cause? A typo in the URL. Or maybe you clicked on a broken or an old link. It's the digital version of going into a library and asking for a book that was never written.
But the 404 isn't alone. A 400 error means your browser sent a request that was kind of garbled. A 401, unauthorized, is easy. It just means you need to log in to see the page. Now, a 403 forbidden is a little different. It means you are logged in, but you still don't have permission to see that specific page. It's like having a key to the building, but not to that particular office.
All right, let's flip the script. If you see an error in the 500 series, you can take a deep breath and relax. The problem isn't your computer, it's not your browser, it's not your connection. The issue is with the website itself.
And the most common server-side problem you're gonna run into is this one, the dreaded 500 error.
A 500 internal server error is basically a catch-all message. It means the website server ran into a problem it just didn't know how to handle. Could be a bug in the code, a database issue, who knows? It's really the server's way of just throwing its hands up in the air and saying, well, something broke.
Other server-side errors can give you a few more clues. A 502 means that different parts of the website's backstage area aren't talking to each other correctly. A 503 usually means the site is just swamped with too much traffic or it's down for maintenance. And a 504 means a server just took way too long to respond. For any of these, there's really nothing you can do but wait for them to fix it.
So, knowing the difference between a 400 and a 500 error is powerful stuff. But what can you actually do when you see one? Let's run through a quick troubleshooting checklist. First, the absolute classic. Just hit refresh. You'd be surprised how many temporary glitches that actually solves. Second, if you're getting a 404 error, double-check that URL for any sneaky typos. Third, try clearing your browser's cache. Sometimes old stored data can cause conflicts. Fourth, a quick sanity check. Is your own internet connection working okay? And finally, if it's a 500 series error, your best move is honestly to just wait a few minutes and try again. So remember that secret language we talked about at the start? That error code isn't just some random number anymore. It's a clue. It's a signpost that tells you exactly where the problem is. So now you know how to read the signs. The next time a page breaks, you won't just be frustrated. You'll know if it's you or if it's them.